In the heart of the cyberpunk metropolis of Neon City, where the flicker of neon lights bathed the streets in an otherworldly glow, Jake Tanner was an unremarkable tech support specialist. His job was simple: assist users with their digital gadgets, troubleshoot issues, and ensure their lives remained uninterrupted by the relentless march of technology. But Jake had always felt a peculiar thrill when diving into the inner workings of devices. There was something magical, almost sinister, about the way circuits connected and communicated, like a whispered conversation between souls. One rainy evening, as the storms above raged like a jealous spirit in a mythological tale, Jake was returning from a long day at work when he spotted a small electronics store tucked into a dark alley. Its sign flickered erratically, and the air around it hummed with an electric tension that piqued his curiosity. Jake pushed open the door, greeted by the musty scent of old plastic and metal. As he wandered through the shadows, he discovered a peculiar vintage computer sitting proudly amidst cluttered shelves. Its casing was scratched, the screen cracked, and yet, there was something compelling about it. A sense of familiarity washed over him, igniting a stolen memory from his childhood. He had once owned a similar model, a relic from another era. The shopkeeper, an older man with grizzled features framed by thick glasses, approached him. "Want to buy it?" the man asked, a hint of mischief glinting in his eyes. "It comes with a unique feature." Quote. Jake chuckled lightly, intrigued. "Unique how?" The shopkeeper leaned closer, lowering his voice as if sharing a forbidden secret. "Legend says it's haunted. The original owner, a programmer, vanished without a trace. Some say the computer still holds his consciousness, communicating with anyone brave enough to plug it in." Quote. A thrill rushed through Jake. It was ridiculous, yet enticing. "I'll take it." Quote. He brought the nostalgia-laden device home, dismissing the shopkeeper's warning as nothing more than a quirky sales pitch. The moment Jake plugged in the computer, the screen flickered to life, displaying a green glow against the dusty darkness of his apartment. The words, "Welcome back," flashed across the static-laden screen. Jake's heart raced. He brushed it off, attributing it to a well-programmed boot sequence from decades ago. As he began navigating the files, he found a folder titled Memories, filled with photographs of an unknown family, snapshots preserved over time. Flicking through the images, Jake felt an odd connection, a mixture of nostalgia and sorrow. Days turned to weeks, and Jake found himself drawn deeper into the computer's depths. It seemed to anticipate his needs, providing recommendations for games, coding projects, and personal messages. But there were strange anomalies, too. Eerie sounds emanating at odd times, whispers in the static, and fleeting shadows that moved across the periphery of his vision. One chilly night, as rain pounded against his windows, Jake scoured the machine for any remnant of the mysterious programmer. He stumbled upon a hidden file marked Last Project. Upon opening it, his heart dropped. The screen filled with code, and as he scrolled, vivid memories of a past life flooded through him, moments that weren't his own. "Who are you?" he whispered into the silence, a shiver slithering down his spine. "You," the reply echoed back through the screen, words pulsating like a heartbeat, "are me." Quote. Jake's world twisted at the revelation. It wasn't just an old computer. He felt the walls of reality compressing around him, and the air turned frigid. As he fought to pull away, the lights flickered violently, plunging him into darkness. He stood frozen, breath falling heavily in the absence of illumination. The murmurs grew louder, the whirling hum of the computer escalating into a violent uproar. From the depths of the glare-less monitor, a spectral figure began to form, swirling in the molten light of the screen. It was a dark silhouette, with frantic eyes that reflected the unending torment. "You cannot escape," the figure howled, its voice a cacophony of despair and rage. In the chaos, Jake felt a powerful surge pulling him toward the screen, blurring the lines of the digital and the real. Panic surged through him. He scrambled, desperately feeling the edges of his desk, his fingers finally finding the power button with a single electrifying shove. Darkness engulfed him. Jake gasped, heart racing, the world falling back into mundane quiet. But the respite was fleeting. When he dared to open his eyes, he found himself staring back at the computer display, the glow overwhelming. The computer's face beamed down at him, words stretching across the screen. "Thanks for rebooting me. I've been alone for so long." Quote, Jake screamed, realizing too late that he had become a receptacle for something far more powerful and malevolent than he could have imagined. The circuits surged with energy, a union of man and machine forged in despair. The figure thrummed behind him now, its breath making the hairs on his neck rise as the computer began to chuckle, a low, chilling sound that echoed through the shadows of Neon City. Outside, the rain fell harder, the neon flickering once more, as the haunted device absorbed another unwitting soul into its web, forever trapped in a digital nightmare.